Hello friends, in the previous lectures you have seen single plate clutch and multi plate clutch. Now I am going to discuss about cone clutch. So this is the diagram of cone clutch. You know that clutch is a mechanical device which connects or disconnects the source of power from remaining parts of the power transmission system. Now this is a cone clutch. So it consists of, let us see first construction. So it consists of engine shaft. So first part is a flywheel, which is also called as female cone. First part is a flywheel that is female cone. So on the peripheral surface of flywheel, the peripheral surface of a flywheel is made conical on inner side. So peripheral surface of this flywheel is made conical on inner side, and it carries a friction material. It carries a friction material on inner side of conical surface, and it is attached to engine shaft. Now second one is clutch plate. This is a clutch plate which is also called as male cone. Now, peripheral surface of this clutch plate or male cone is made conical on its outer side, and it is mounted on splined clutch shaft, and it carries a friction material on its outer conical surface. Now, third one is clutch spring. This is a clutch spring. So the clutch plate is axially mounted. So clutch spring exerts a spring force on clutch plate and keeps the clutch in engaged position. So this clutch spring exerts a force on this clutch plate so that uh, this flywheel and clutch plate get engaged together. Now fourth one is clutch shaft. So this is the clutch shaft. So it is connected to input shaft of the gearbox, and a clutch plate is mounted on this clutch shaft, and it is splined near the clutch plate. Now fifth part is thrust bearing. So this is thrust bearing. Here thrust bearing is there. So thrust bearing takes care the axial load, takes care of axial load which comes during sudden release of the clutch spring. Now so these are the main parts of the cone clutch. First is flywheel, which is conical, made conical on inner side. This is clutch plate, which is made conical on outer side. This is friction material, friction surfaces. This is clutch shaft, clutch spring, engine shaft. So these are the main parts of the cone clutch. Now let us see working of this cone clutch. It is very simple working. So this figure shows the cone clutch in engaged position because this friction material is engaged together. So male cone is fully pushed inside the female cone by means of the spring force. So that condition is called as engaged position. So first write down for engaged position. So you know clutch is always in engaged position. So in engaged position, this male cone is fully uh, pushed inside this female cone or flywheel. That condition is called as engaged position. Now second is disengaged position. So when driver is to have shift a gear, then driver press the pedal. So when driver press the pedal, the release lever pulls the clutch plate. Release lever pulls the clutch plate away from the flywheel against the spring force. Due to this, clutch disengaged and power is not transmitted from flywheel to this clutch plate and from engine to gearbox transmission system. So due to in engaged position, what happens, this clutch plate is fully pushed inside the this flywheel or female cone. So due to friction between female cone and male cone, the power is transmitted from flywheel to clutch plate and from clutch plate to clutch shaft and from clutch shaft to gearbox shaft. And in disengaged position, the when clutch pedal is pressed, then the lever push this clutch plate or pull this clutch plate and away from this flywheel, so there is no contact between these friction surfaces and power is not transmitted from flywheel to clutch shaft and clutch is in disengaged position. So in that period, driver can shift the gear easily. So for shifting a gear or at the time of stopping or starting or at the time of mm, lowering the speed, cone clutch is used. So this is the simple construction and working of the cone clutch.